is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. There he goes, left side. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll roll him out right. This is swung out to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Open man right side of St. Brown. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
They had totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Running on first down, Eckler to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. St. Brown.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play. These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Mozzie Smith
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
He's got this complete to Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley from 17 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd down, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Eckler now between the tackles. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. This one caught by Ridley. But he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Doug going to look to throw this. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Following the penalty, Chubb. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Shark goes in motion left. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing, Hooker, flushed out right, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hooker. That's complete to LaPorta. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Hooker. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On the option, here's Eckler. He can't get him down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Put a man in motion left. Ridley. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. It's Eckler again. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Duggan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Duggan to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
To throw is Duggan. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
On 4th down, Dugan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And quickly, they get to the line.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
They'll run for it. Chubb stiff-armed him. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And again, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now an option play on second down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Mayer. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there on third down. 48 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. A give running right is Vaughn. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll toss this out right for Vaughn. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Shamrocks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now Hooker. And his throw here is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Let's go now.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The pitch comes to Sanders. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Hooker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third and 8. Duggan looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
2nd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Hooker's going to throw it. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 38 yards. And the Shamrocks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Hooker now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A give running left. It's Sanders. They juked him. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive